These kids I'm working with here in Utah, the millions across our country do not have a chance as long as the policies are being held by the Democrats. You see, my friends, it's not our color, it's not our culture, it's not our religion, it's policies that have destroyed my community. It's policies that make sure these kids come out and they don't have a dad in their house. They don't have someone teaching them how to read and write. Teaching them this is a country that if you know there's a God in heaven, it's not all on you. You will figure out a way to gain the faith to win.
Welcome back. The life story of Congressman-elect Burgess Owens is one straight out of a Hollywood script, from Super Bowl champion to chimney sweep to soon-to-be congressman for Utah's 4th congressional district. What makes Owens' story so remarkable is it's a uniquely American one. And as a proud black conservative, he will enter office next year as part of the most diverse Republican freshman class in history. Congressman-elect Owens joins us now. Welcome, Burgess. Good to see you.
Thank you.
Congressman-elect, it sounds good. Doesn't it sound good?
It does, Tom. And thank you so much for the introductory. And the American story, the biggest part of that is the fact you can fail, and come back. And that's why I love telling the story of being a chimney sweep, because that's the American way. We all go through it. And we just need to know that's what makes this country so unique. You can dream big, overcome, and make a big impact for others.
Yeah, you're already inspiring so many people, Burgess. You wrote a book some years back on liberalism and how it turns people into whiners, weenies, and wimps. What are you going to do to whip Congress into shape, Burgess?
Well, you know, I'm really proud. You made this comment also. I'm just so proud of the team that I'm being part of. I'm just one part of this. But the timing is so good, and the American people have spoken in a way that I've always known they would. It was just sending people to this to Congress who are not politicians, we're patriots. We look different, we have different backgrounds, but what we have in common is our love for country, God, our American way, and we have the courage to stand up for it. So I want to thank Americans across the country for the 13 seats we flipped so far. It's remarkable. And what that says is that we're going to have a Congress which literally the left, the Democratic Party, if they want to stay around, if they want to be relevant, they have to work with us now to help the American people. They cannot continue to think about themselves. They have to look at what will work for the American people to move forward and be successful and to continue to believe in them. So I look forward to this process, and the team that's coming aboard is going to be remarkable.
Yeah, look, you were supposed to lose. The Republicans, you were supposed to lose. The Republicans were going to lose 10 seats. Now Nancy Pelosi has the slimmest majority of any speaker since the 1950s. What do you make of this sort of new Republican Party, this new coalition that President Trump has helped bring in, and contrast that with this supposedly allegedly the party of diversity for all of these years, the Democrats?
Well, I think the first thing is the impact of the MAGA era. What we've done now is we now know what American love and leadership looks like. We've been hearing it for decades, been promises from everybody about how we're going to come back and those at risk will have a chance to live the American dream. President Trump came in and did exactly what he promised to do. And that's the exciting part. So those of us who are coming to Congress now, all we're doing is we want to replicate that. We don't have to try to build a new wheel. We know what it looks like. And I think, and the other part of this is I'm so proud of the American people. You know, we've gone through some tough times this last year, but what happens when American people wake up? And that's what's going on, just like it was in Pearl Harbor and 9/11. We're people of dreaming, of eternal optimism. But when we see we're being under attack, we wake up, and there's nothing like the American people once we come together and realize we have an enemy. And that enemy is socialism and Marxism. We now understand what it looks like as schools are being shut down and business is being shut down and can't go to church. This is what it is when people of power who love nothing but power get in office and use misery as a political strategy. So I'm thankful for the American people. We're waking up, getting ready for the next 2 years until we get the House and win the House back. And I'm just praying that we can some kind of way find a way to have our president continue to lead us the next 4 years. If not, again, we have the Senate that we have to make sure we use as our defensive barrier so those seats in Georgia are very, very important for us right now, extremely important.
I just have about 35 seconds left. Former President Obama is on his book tour, continues to write these books about himself. He says that his election led to racist backlash. Is this basically all they have? Is this they have just systemic racism?
And
what are your comments?
This is what happens when we have our leaders class who cannot say thank you. to a country that's given us all the opportunities. And no, our problem began, we began to divide ourselves with the election of President Obama. The greatest present of President Obama is he's such a lousy president that we all woke up and figured out whatever happened to hope and change. We're going to continue to move forward. Our country's coming together. We will come together. We just need to make sure that, again, we continue to put in place those who truly love our country, and will fight for the culture and the values we have here.
Congressman-elect Burgess Owens, we're excited for you. Congratulations. Appreciate you being here.
Thank you, Tom. Appreciate it, my friend. All the best.
You just watched Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news channel, now in more than 70 million homes. You can get Newsmax TV on your cable system or check your cable guide. And if your system doesn't carry Newsmax, call them, tell them you want Newsmax TV, because we're real news for real people.